This video isn't really a step-by-step how-to video on any particular repair, but more of a compilation of videos that I share to my Snapchat story of project cars that I work on. Greetings to another episode of what you've seen before. We've got a 2013 Forester and the engine is bad. Previous owner said that he had somebody diagnosed the head gaskets and repaired the engine, new head gaskets, and it never did run again. So here I am. I had this on hand because there was a good deal 7 months ago on eBay and I bought it. 2018 Forester engine with 84,000 miles. Very, very similar to the legacy engine into Forester swap that I've pictured or recorded twice. So I don't really know what's gonna have to change to make that fit. But we've got a lot of work ahead of us because there's been somebody in here before me. And there's a lot of stuff that's missing. So it's gonna be interesting. Hang in there with me and let's have a little fun. Well, sure glad that JB held. Oh! Now that isn't supposed to be that way. Might need a new transmission. Might. I'm gonna say yes. Upon further examination and inspection of parts books on the interweb, this here is comparable with this here. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna take this torque converter housing off right there behind the yellow dipstick. I've got the bolts removed. And we're gonna swap it over. That took some doing. But that is in so much better shape than that one, I'd say. Okay, this is the bad one coming out. And we got it broke loose from the transmission. Got this CV axle completely out. This one is disconnected. And we're working it out. This is coming out. Axle seals come tomorrow. And we'll put that baby in right in there. Bolt it in place. We'll put the torque converter on and then we'll move on. Man, this thing has just been a lifesaver. I've been robbing parts off this for everything and it's fantastic. So, Baja, your sacrifice is greatly appreciated. Now we move on to the engine side. This is a Forester engine, not a legacy engine this time. It is a 2018 Forester engine. So I'm going to use the cover off the old engine because it has a spot for another pulley up here where this one doesn't. The pulley's here. Okay, well here's the engine that's coming out. There's red silicone all over everywhere. There's supposed to be 3 O-rings like that. And they were missing. And he just used a lot of glue. And that's not gonna do it. Just like that. You just noticed this also. See the bigger cam driver? That's the intake cam driver up there. We got the intake cam in the exhaust cam spot. Yeah, that ain't gonna run. Okay, we got a lot of the stuff from the old engine switched over to the new engine, including this coolant crossover pipe, part of our EGR. The engine mounts are bolted up underneath. Cleaned up the surfaces as good as needs to be. Got this hose put on. Switched over these sensors. And we're cleaning up that cover because it's gross. We got the wiring harness on. And I got all the stuff switched over on the intake manifolds to the new intake manifold, like the throttle body, the CGR pipe, the fuel purge, And the biggest deal, I had to remove these magnets and put these magnets on and space them just so. Here's my little mark. And when you have the valve completely closed like this, that side of the mark has to be pretty much right flush with that. Same way with this one, going to be closed, and that's got to be right lined up with that. And if it's not correct, I'll have check engine light come on and the codes will read that I don't have it right, and then we'll fix it. And then we also switched around pins 4 and 5 down here on the bottom to tell those to go the opposite way, because they go, well, the opposite way. Good? Huh? How you coming? Doing good work. Sitting in the cradle. Just gonna add all the frillies and send it. Getting ready to rock and roll, baby. Drink, drink, drink. Hit it, Ozzy. It doesn't have an exhaust, so it sounds like a truck. Oh, we're about out of gas.
About out of gas, low tire. Other than that,
No engine codes. We got those tumble valves set right. Good. Well, the good news is it runs and it drives. It's got a bit of a shake. I think I've got a drive shaft issue. Brakes are good. It's got good power. As soon as I took it out for a drive, though, all of the codes came. All of the codes. So I took it back to the shop and ran the scanner, and there was like 11 codes for intake air, mass airflow, tumble generator valve, bank 1, stuck open, throttle position sensor A, circuit high, sensor B, circuit high. I mean, you name it. And it was all because I had one tumble generator valve adjusted wrong. And now all the codes are gone. Yay.